Alright, so I'm getting ready to start my first Scars of Mirrodin draft. I thought I would start recording these just to kind of catalog what's going on. Obviously, this is my very first one, so go easy on me in the comments. Just let me know what you think I could do better. But I have done some reading on Scars of Mirrodin draft, so I'm not a complete and total noob at all this. But first draft, so it'll be interesting. Alright, so looking at the first pack for my rare, I've got Azuri, which is not that great. I'm seeing Oxida Scrap Melter, Ember Smith, Arrest is good. Tumble Magnet obviously good too. Um, so so Arrest, Build against Sertarch is not that good at this point. Not without knowing I'm going to get artifacts. I think the Scrap Melter or the Arrest is probably the good way to go. I think I'm going to choose the Scrap Melter because I just want to have a body to build off of, and it's artifact destruction. So it's just as easy to splash as Arrest, but it's also a creature. So we'll try that and see where we go from there. Alright, so looking around, not seeing anything too special. Copper Mirror, obviously pretty good. Um, let's see. Quarter Shield's a good artifact, but we're not sure whether we're even going to do Metalcraft yet, so not too good to just grab that. Arc Trail is pretty good removal. That's throwing us into red again. So between a mirror and some removal, I think the mirror being common probably easier to get, so I might just go with the removal here. The removal is definitely pretty good. That's not good. Okay, so yeah, it looks like the mirror is actually the pick. I mean, the Arc Trail is the pick here. Grafted Exoskeleton is pretty good, but I don't think we're gonna go with an Infect deck. But who knows? But obviously, that's not the time to not really quite the time to choose unless we want to go into it with just kind of force poison. I might do that for a later draft. But I think for now, Arc Trail looks pretty good. Oh, and by the way, for your information, I am playing an 8-4. The way I'm kind of I'm on par with the pros now, so I'm gonna give that a shot. I don't have any reason not to go for it. So yep, 8-4 it is. We'll see what happens. So this kind of could be a very short draft. All right, so I'm seeing Revoke Existence. So we could go white red aggression or something like that. Edge champion. I'm not sure. It's not that great. There's also another copper mirror. Not sure. I mean, eventually I'll be getting mirrors because mirrors definitely are super helpful. But I don't have anything to accelerate into now, and I'm thinking the revoke existence might not be a card I get past all the time. And at least copper mirror, it doesn't matter what color you're in. So I think the revoke existence is probably the pick here. Yeah, I mean, I like the way that looks. Culling Dice is pretty good too, though, but I'm not sure whether or not we want to grab that over pretty good removal. I'm sure you all have your own opinions, though, so you can let me know what you think of my choices here. It looks like green might be pretty open. So the card really that's kind of screaming out to me here is a Silbok Replica. I think that's probably the pick here. I don't see any other card I really want. And Silbok Replica is definitely a pretty good card, and who knows? Those copper mirrors are going pretty late, so who knows what I might get in the next couple of packs. So yeah, I'm liking the copper mirror. The Silbok Replica is my pick here. I'm not seeing anything else I really want. So the white Trigon seems pretty bad. All right, so looking at the cards we've got here, I like the Glimmer Point. It works well with our Scrap Melter. The Quarter Shield, like again, another good cheap artifact, but we don't really have any Metalcraft guys yet, so that's not really that important. And I don't think we're going to go Infect at this point. Sun Spear might be good, but we don't have any equipment right now, so not too much of a deal. Obviously, the Volshock would be a decent pick considering that we are playing in red, but right now, definitely, I think our pick is the Glimmer Point Stag. So, got a pretty big green beast right here. We've also got a Panic Spellbomb, which could be a good card. Who knows? I'm not too familiar. I mean, I've never used the Panic Spellbomb yet, so, and I don't think this card's not going to do us any good because we're not playing in green, at least not yet. So we really don't have any green creatures to take advantage of Intimidate. And plus, a set full of artifacts. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not sure whether or not we should pick the Panic Spellbomb over it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and give that a shot. Might as well stay on color. All right, so this is actually pretty interesting. Wow, this is a really good pack for us. It's too bad that it's got everything we want all in the same pack. So Sun Chaser, it's pretty good, but there's also a Gold Mirror and an Iron Mirror. I think right now we're gonna go with the Gold Mirror because we have 2 cast white card here, but all these cards are super good, and looks like we're not gonna get past any of them again, but who knows? But I would love to get any one of those back. I think it's too late though at this point. Alright, so looking through here, not seeing anything that I want. So maybe we should hate something. Bleak Cove Vampires doesn't look very good. We could actually play this, but I don't see what. I mean, I guess if we're gonna go like aggressive artifacts, Kuldotha Rebirth wouldn't be too bad. Depending on if we have a cheap artifact we want to sack, like a late game, want to sack a mirror for some tokens or something and do something. I don't know. It's no reason not to pick it. It could possibly be playable. I'm gonna go ahead and hide it unless I need it. All right. So once again, nothing here really. The only thing that I can see really worth playing. Blister Grub, interesting. It's actually a pretty good card. I'm not sure, but we're not, we're not in black obviously, but I'm not gonna play any of these, so might as well take it. We never know. We might just add in a third color, depending on what happens here. All right, so looks like we're gonna play that actually. A Wall of Tangled Cord. It's obviously a cheap casted mana. A wall, even though it kind of goes counter to our strategy right now, but like I said, nothing else here that we really want, so might as well give it a shot, and plus it keeps us alive. Alright, so let's take the Stoic Rebuttal. I don't want any of my stuff to get countered later on. That seems like a decent pick. I don't see anything else here we need, so hide that. Alright, let's take a Trigon of Mending. Not a very good card. I'll probably hide that. And let's go ahead and take this replica here. Alright, sure, Glimmer Post, why not? We'll hide you. And a Swamp. Yeah, I can slowly build up my basic land collection from Scars. I can't wait. Alright, so Mana Curve looks okay. Ooh, a Semblance Anvil. It's too bad that's probably a terrible card in Draft, but I would love to play with this card in Constructed. It just looks like it has so much potential. Alright, so the really awesome cards I see here. Obviously another Mirror, Razor Hippogriff, Rusted Relic, which is a pretty sick card. I think we're going to go with the Razor Hippogriff just because it's flying and we gain some life off of it. And we don't have any 5 constants, so... But definitely the Rusted Relic is a pretty close second pick, I would think. I don't see anything else here that's worth picking besides... I mean, obviously there's the Replica and the Spellbomb and the Sliver Mirror, but none of those are really good enough to first pick, I wouldn't think. So, Hippogriff it is, and I don't see what we could wheel. I mean, not really too much here. We could probably wheel one of these two, though, who knows. Alright, so... Ooh, Darkstone Juggernaut. What a piece of crap. Alright, so good picks here. I'm seeing Turn to Slag. Looks like a pretty solid card. And Snapsail Glider is pretty good. There's also an Origin Spellbomb, which one thing I like about Origin Spellbomb is that it counts toward Metalcraft, because even when you use the ability and draw the card, you put a mirror into play, so you're not actually losing an artifact, which I think is really awesome, especially in a Metalcraft deck. It's just the best for a Metalcraft deck. I think it's the best Spellbomb. So I definitely would love to pick up one of those later, but I think Turn to Slag is pretty important, considering that I think it's not only are we getting, killing a creature, but also removing some potentially deadly equipment here. I know that I played my sealed last week and got wasted by a what's it called? A sword of body and mind, which I definitely do not want to happen again. All right, so here we are, and I think the pick here is the Auriok Edge Right. And I think we're going to have enough artifacts by the end of this draft to make this work. And he's also, obviously, he's very powerful once you get him going. Only other picks I see here, obviously the 2 spell bombs. This one would be the one we'd actually play. We wouldn't play the flight spell bomb, obviously, because we're not in that color. And the Blade Tribe Berserkers seems pretty good, except it's only good when it first comes into play, so it's not like a static effect, which would make it pretty sick for us. But we're going to go with the Auriok Edge Right, and then hopefully pick up a few more artifacts along the way to make it actually work. Alright, so here's what I'm seeing. Necrotic Ooze just looks so good. It's too bad we're not playing in black. Volshog Replica is pretty good. This cat doesn't look that good to me, so not going to play that. So Volshog Replica is probably the pick here. So obviously, when it comes to picking between a regular and a foil version, why not go foily? Even though personally I don't like the foils here, but as you can see, I turned the animation off and it looks so much better, in my humble opinion. Alright, so that's our pick. I'm pretty sure we're not playing this Blister Grub now, so I could hide that. Figures we're not going to get a Trigon in our colors for red, which would be my preference. I would love to get a red Trigon right now. Hello, Dicax. I will talk to you later. Alright, so looking at the cards we have here, Leaden Udmir, it's a good pick, I would think. The Urn. It's a cheap artifact, and doesn't really cost anything to activate, really. This looks interesting, actually, but I'm not going to pick it at this stage of the game. Between the Golden Urn and this Saberclaw Golem, I think we have 9 creatures, so I'm going to go with this Golem and see if I can't pick up some more cheap artifacts later, like either of these, actually. I personally like a Quarter Shield, but I'm not sure whether Pinions might not be better. That doesn't look very good. So let's see what kind of creatures we have. Scrap Melter, Hippogriff. Yeah, I think we don't look that aggressive, actually. I'm not sure whether I think the Quarter Shield will probably be the best pick. Alright, so we're still looking. That's interesting. I don't see why we shouldn't play that. Then again, another Golem here, but I've already got 3 5-drops. That doesn't seem very strong. I think I'll choose this Censored here. Remember, we still have one more pack to pick up some more creatures, I suppose. Golem's Heart, don't like that. Golden Urn, much better. But the Scout seems interesting, actually. I'm not sure what we would do with it. I mean, but it's obviously a creature and it does something. We get an artifact back, but if we really have artifacts we want to bring back, I mean, the Golem, we could sack replicas over and over again. Just, well, who knows? And we've also got the, what's it called? We'll give this a shot. I don't see why not. It's a 1-drop, so at least it fits in our curve. The Semblance Anvil gets passed again.